So good morning, students. So we are going to start another chapter for you in the first unit, that is your polymers. So let us start about polymers. What is this polymers? So it is a combination of two words, poly and meros. So it is poly means, as we know, it's many, and meros means it's a unit or parts. So generally polymer is a substance. It is made up of by joining different monomers or particular part of the polymer, we can tell monomers. So when there will be large amount of monomers joined with each other, binded with each other, it will form a polymer. So this binding with each monomers with each other depends upon different types of bonds. But with this, there are so many types of uses there of this polymer in the pharmaceutical field, from the drug delivery system to it liquid dosage form, in the novel drug delivery system, in so many uses there of the polymer. Not only in the pharmaceutical field, in other field also we are using different polymers. But with this, let us discuss about what are the uses generally how we are using this polymer. So generally for every formulation nowadays we need to take polymers, sometimes to increase the viscosity in the liquid formulation, uh, to we can tell stabilize a suspension or emulsion, we are using these polymers. Also for the formulation of solid dosage form we need to take polymer as a binding agent. Sometimes we are using it as a coating agent to protect from different gastric environment, or to mask the taste of the particular drug. So like that, so many uses there of this polymer. So let us discuss about what are the advantages of this. So generally, so many advantages there. From this, there are some advantages like localized drug delivery system. When we need to deliver the drug in a localized area, we need to uh, deliver the drug by using a polymer. We have to implant it in the particular area, and from the polymer, drug will release slowly in that localized area and will give therapeutic effect. With this, one example of this is transdermal drug delivery system, transdermal patches. So we are putting a patch on the skin from where the drug is releasing to the systemic circulation, as well as it will give the localized action. So that transdermal patch can be prepared by using different polymers. Then your sustained release drug delivery system, when you need to sustain the action of the drug, or delay or extend the release of the drug. In these cases, we need to use this your polymers, different types of polymers we are using. So many types of polymers. They are water soluble, water insoluble. So as per our use release pattern, we are handling different polymers. We are using different polymers. Then a stabilization of drug. Already I told stabilization means to protect from moisture or to protect from different hazards while transportation of the dosage form. Also to protect the drug from the gastric environment, from the acidic medium stomach, and also to mask the taste of the particular drug, or to, if the drug is sensitive to light or anything else, or moisture or oxidation, then we need to coat it properly so that we can prevent the decomposition of the drugs. So with this, now let us come to the classification part. What are the classification of this polymer? So many classification can be made of the polymer as per their origin, as per their structure, as per their molecular forms. So many structures, so many classification can be made. So it is based on the origin, three types of polymers we can tell: natural, semi-synthetic and synthetic polymer. Natural polymers, synthetic polymer and semi-synthetic polymer. Then you are based on your structure, it may be linear or branched or cross-linked. Three types: linear, branched and cross-linked. Based on their molecular formation forms, we can there may be elastomer, fibers, thermoplastic, and thermosetting and thermosetting. Based on their mode of polymerization, how it is prepared, how the polymer is prepared, based on that it can be addition polymers, condensation polymers. So based on this, generally all classification we cannot take, generally we are taking based on the origin, it is easier to classify. It may be your natural, semi-synthetic and synthetic. So let us discuss about some examples of these natural polymers. Natural polymers means chitosan, pectin, alginate, your gelatin, we can tell albumin, cyclodextrin. So these are your natural polymers. Coming to the synthetic, polyethylene, polylactic acid, uh, your polypropylene, with these so many others there, polyhydride, polyacrylamide, then your polyhydroxybutane. So many types of polymers there which is synthetic in nature, but we are not preferring in pharmaceutical field till it's not required, very important for us. We are not using synthetic. Always we are preferring natural or semi-synthetic. Then coming to the semi-synthetic, for example, HPC, that is your hydroxypropyl cellulose, HPMC, hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, sodium CMC, sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, HEC, hydroxyethyl cellulose, methyl cellulose, ethyl cellulose, so many types of semi-synthetic polymers there. These are all your cellulosic derivatives. These are all cellulosic derivatives. These are called as semi-synthetic. But with this nowadays, uh, there is another type of classification made as per the degradation process, how they are degrading. So, as per that, there may be two types of polymers as per their degradation. One is biodegradable and bio non-degradable. One is biodegradable and bio non-degradable. Non-degradable, degradable, biodegradable or non-biodegradable. So, as per that, uh, as I told you, there are some examples also. This biodegradable, once again we can divide into natural and synthetic, and non-biodegradable can be divided into hydrophilic and hydrophobic, two types. So always we are preferring biodegradable in the pharmaceutical field, because in the skin, once we have taken the medication, the polymer should be degraded inside the body, then only we can use it. If it is non-biodegradable, then we need to remove the polymer from the body after the release of the drug. We need to remove the drug from the body. So that is a big problem, because this needs a surgery to remove the polymer from the body. So that's why we are not preferring this non-biodegradable, but we are preferring biodegradable polymers, as it will be degraded inside the body. So it may be your synthetic or natural, and we are preferring natural only. So with this is all about your classification of polymers. So with this, in the next class we are going to start about your properties of the polymers, physical properties and chemical properties of the polymers, advantages, applications of the polymers. With this we can complete it. So this I am closing the class. Thank you.